Okay, Ryan, first of all, welcome to Finland and playing for Jokerit. We're gonna start with an easy question. Why was Jokerit your choice for next year?
I think probably the thing that kept coming up for me is just that they want, a really team-oriented group. A lot of guys they're going to play for each other, going to play for the team, and as a player, you really like to play in those situations and for those teams. So that was the one thing that kind of stuck in my mind and made an easy decision.
Was KHL a factor? Did you want to maybe raise your own game to the next level?
Yeah, I think kind of my goal always has been as a player to play at the highest level I could. So this year when KHL kind of came into the picture, that's where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. And now with Jokerit moving, it became the perfect situation for me.
The team obviously is going to a new league. Did that concern you at all that the organization is going to be in new surroundings?
No, not really. I think with a team like this that it's been around so long, it's obviously a solid organization and then well respected here in Finland. There's always going to be a few things that they're probably going to have to adjust to, but going to a stable team that doesn't really worry you much at all.
You can tell the story about you coming across our logo at some point.
Yeah, I was saying when they add the European leagues to the NHL video game series, we used to play a little bit, and this was always my favorite logo. So it's one of the things that kind of jumped out, a little bit of a coincidence, but it's fun to be able to put the jersey on now.
What did you know about the club before you decided to come here?
Not too much. I mean, I hear about it just more of the powerhouse in Finland, just as far as it's been around so long, and the big club, and then Helsinki. So, a little bit about that, but I wasn't too familiar with the Finnish league and different things. Talked to Petri Nokalainen a little bit. I played with him this year, so he filled me in a little bit on the history, and that's been fun.
Yeah. You played 4 years in Sweden. How has your own game evolved in that time?
Quite a bit. I think I came over and played in Allsvenskan for a year, and then made the jump to Elitserien. And as we've gone on, I think I've taken on kind of a bigger role and played a lot more than when I started. So I think defensively I've gotten a little bit better, and as I get older, a little bit stronger all around.
What are you looking forward to bringing to the team next year?
Hopefully just moving the puck well and getting shots on net, a lot of pucks that way, and then hopefully some power play time. We'll see.
You played in the American League for 1 year, so you're used to traveling. What do you expect from that side next year?
I think it'll be tough. We'll see when the schedule comes out, I guess. But I think you kind of have to go on with an open mind and just take things one day at a time and be ready to adjust and not stuck on anything in your head that you're too worried about.
What have you tried to learn things about the KHL now that you knew that you're going to play there next year?
I mean, I've checked out the website a little bit, followed some stats, and watched a few games. But I think the league's probably changing a little bit too. I've heard maybe the schedule might be a little bit different than it was this year. So there's so many things that change by the minute. I don't try to get too tied up in it. Just worry about being ready to play next year.
Yeah. Well, this year, a few words about that. You had an unfortunate injury in the end, but before that, what can you say about your games?
Yeah, I think all around it was my best year. We had a really good team this year, so that always makes things easier. I played with some really good players, but I think defensively I definitely grew a little bit as the year went on here, and took on a pretty big role on the team. So it was a positive thing until the injury.
So 4 years in Sweden, do you speak the language already?
Unfortunately, not. I can try, but the guys just laugh at me when I do. So I understand enough to sit through the meetings and have a general idea what's going on around me. But actually trying to speak is a whole different animal, I think. I could probably write down a lot of the words, but saying them properly is a lot tougher.
Well, your plans for this summer and getting ready for next year?
I'll be in Sweden for a little bit now, but then mainly home. I live in Burlington, Vermont, where I went to college. So we get back on the ice sometime earlier in the summer there, and just training and then relaxing a little bit.
Final question: your biggest expectations for next year?
I don't really have too many expectations. I just want to come in and contribute and help the team as much as I can.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ryan, and have a great summer.
Thank you very much.